If that song clip offended you, it's not going to get any better. And if this sound clip makes you smile, stick around and enjoy the show. Well, hello and welcome to the show. Maybe you don't know what you just heard when it comes to that sound clip. Well, that sound clip is from the song Try That in a Small Town by Jason Aldean. Now, if you've never heard that song before, I will tell you right now, go listen to it so you more understand about what I'm talking about and come back and finish listening to this. Well, this video here is more about the new song that came out.
Well, I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours.
Now, if you have not heard that song, that is called Richmond from Richmond by Oliver Anthony. Now, who is Oliver Anthony? This guy right here. All right, now, if you've not heard this song, you need to go listen to it. Because the controversy about Try That in a Small Town, well, Jason Aldean wrote that song. It was released. I don't know for sure how long that video was out before it actually gotten noticed by tons of people. And I don't think it really did anything until the great Whoopi Goldberg decided to put her fat mouth into it. And then, it all broke loose because she turned the song and made it seem that he was being racist. Now, the song is talking about the things that's happened in our society today about stomping on the American flag and, all the thieves and robbing people and stealing, purses from old ladies, sucker punching, spitting on cops, calling them trash, wanting to defund the police while they're calling the police to help protect them during their defund the police march, which makes a lot of sense. The video was out, the whole song, and then some snowflake melted, and Whoopi Goldberg had to say something about it. And now, the big old controversy where she talks about that's what they were doing was protecting their own while burning down their own businesses. And that makes a lot of sense, Whoopi. I mean, it really does. And if you guys really think that the Black Lives Matter movement today was the same as it was when it first came out years ago, you are horribly wrong. All right, the Black Lives Matter movement, back when it first started, I could stand beside because I agreed with the meaning behind it. But today, I cannot sit here today and say that I support the Black Lives Matter movement. Because what it stands for today is nothing compared to what it was, and there's so much politics wrapped up into this movement, and there's so much stuff that has nothing to do with blacks. I mean, it's gone so far to the left. It's in foul territory, and it is crazy. All right, what people are doing with the Black Lives Matter movement. I have friends that I work with, people that I go to church with, that are black, that sit there and they talk about this Black Lives Matter movement like it's a joke, because it is. And it's not that I don't think that Black Lives Matter. I believe that Black Lives Matter. I really do. But the organization itself doesn't stand for what it says. Black Lives Matter. This movement was supposed to be Black Lives Matter while killing black lives as businesses. Makes no sense. But anyways, this new song that just came out, It came out and in like a week's time hit #1 chart. And it's Richmond from Richmond. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to listen to the actual song because of copyright, and I don't want my video taken down because I don't have the rights to play the song. I don't know how people here on YouTube do reaction videos to all this stuff and then nothing ever happens to them. I'm going to have to figure out some stuff to find out how they're doing this without getting a strike on their account. I'm new at this, guys. I do these podcasts. I've just recently started. A lot of changes in the background and more to come with the wall back here. I'm building up, guys. I'm trying to get the subscribers and I'm trying to get the views and I'm trying to get monetized, and I don't want strikes on my account and prevent that from happening. So that's where we stand. I'm just going to read to you some of the lyrics in this new song. And if you haven't heard it, I really recommend you going and listen to this song. And it talks about working all day, overtime hours with... there is some cuss words in this song, so that's another reason why I won't sit here and play the music. You know, I don't like putting songs out there that have foul language in it. That's not what you're going to find on my YouTube channel. But I'm going to scroll down here and read some of this, some of these lyrics on here. He talks about he wish he could just wake up because the way this world is. He says, a darn shame what this world has gotten to for people like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Living in a new world. Okay, I'm telling you, back whenever I was a kid and what it is today, oh my Lord. I mean, I can just see my grandma now on some of this stuff that's going on. God rest her soul. She would roll over in her grave if she knew some of the stuff that's on TV and the people talking about this, all these movements and all the rights and pronouns and garbage out there. It's crazy. It says, let's see here. Rich men north of Richmond. Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Well, isn't that the truth? That's all they want up there in Washington. They want total control of you and me. And that is what it boils down to 100%. They want to control you, even how you think and what you do. They want to know what you think and what you do. And right here it says, and they don't think you know. Okay, people that have a brain and know how to use that brain that God has given us knows and can see through the lies that's going on in this country. But he says, they don't think you know, but I know what you do. It says, because your dollar ain't worth crap. And isn't that the truth? The value of the American dollar has dropped so much. It is ridiculous. And it's because they keep on printing stuff with nothing to back it up. I ain't going into that story right now. Because your dollar ain't worth crap and they tax it to heck. They are making money off the same dollar 7 times. Tell me where that's right. They're getting money off of a dollar 7 times before you see it. Now, I know you're sitting there, and if you know all the details, you're sitting there, Mr. Tater Tot, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, it is taxed a lot, but it's not 7 times. I don't care about statistics. I'm just telling you, it's taxed to heck, and it's taxed multiple times. All right. Because a rich man down in Richmond, okay? I wish, and this is when it gets good. All right, and this is what really made me like this video. It's talking about all the politicians. It's talking about the corruption down there in Washington or up there in Washington, from wherever, over there in Washington, wherever you're from, just D.C., all right? It says right here, and this is the good one. It says, I wish politicians would look out for minors. Now, we're not talking about the coal miners. We're talking about the minor underage children in this world. And I know that the couple podcasts I made not too long ago about when has this been accepted, okay, that's what we're talking about. You know, the underage kids. I wish politicians would look out for minors. All right, so it says, I wish politicians would look out for minors. And this is when it gets good. And not just the minors on an island somewhere. Ooh, he struck a nerve there. And there, if you don't understand that, well, search up Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Search up Jeffrey Epstein, and you'll see all about that. Them politicians were all wrapped up into that stuff right there. Do I have proof? No, but the proof's out there, but they don't want to share it. That's the truth. All right, then it says, Lord, oh man, this is going to strike some nerves. All right, this is going to strike some nerves. So if you're a liberal snowflake or you melt easily, it might be the time for you to turn down the volume or just scroll on to the next video. Or maybe you like crying in the streets. Well, here you go. It says, Lord, okay, I missed my spot here. So, Lord, we got folks in the street with nothing to eat. Now, we're talking about all the homeless. Now, if you're in California, you know all about the homeless people because they don't give a crap about people in California. They're stacked on the streets. Get on social media and search up the homeless people in California, and it's people just driving down blocks and city, block after block after block, with just people just lined up on the street, homeless. It is crazy. All right, so we got homeless in the street. We got folks in the street, got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Oh, isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? Now, we're not talking about getting milk and being on welfare. We're talking about milking it. You ever heard of the definition of milking it? Yeah. We're talking about the obese, 2-ton Tinas over here milking welfare and getting all their food because they're too lazy to get off the couch and go get a job. Oh, anyways, the obese milk and welfare. It says, well, God, and here's when it's good. If you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, you imagine that? You ever seen that show, Roly Poly Oly? That's what I picture right there. You imagine a 5'3", 300-pound person walking down the street. It looked like a balloon guy, shrunk down it. Boop, boop. A Oompa Loompa at 300 pounds. Yeah, you ever watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? When that girl eats that little blue, it swells up in blueberry. She swells up and had to roar out the door. That's 5'3", 300 pounds right there. All right. It says, so if you're 5'3" and 300 pounds, our taxes should not pay for your bag of fudge rounds. Oh! Isn't that the truth? Now, something that don't really make sense on here. Has anybody ever seen a bag of fudge rounds? A box of fudge rounds? I'd like to know where this guy's shopping to have to get a bag of fudge rounds. That's besides the point. And then it talks about young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground because all this darn country does is keep kicking them down. Lord, it's a darn shame what this world has gotten to for people like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and not be true, but it is. Oh, but it is. Living in a new world with an old soul. The Richmond, north of Richmond, Lord knows they want to have total control. Want to know what you want to know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Because your dollar ain't crap, and it's taxed to no end. Because the rich men in north of Richmond, and he talks about, and he goes back into that part, and said, I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours with bull crap pay. I like these songs. I like that Jason Aldean. He tells the truth. You know, I could sit there and I can go throw a dog in the river and say I'm doing it for the greater good, but I still threw a dog in the river, and that's wrong. All right? I don't care. But here's the thing. Jason Aldean's song, Try That in a Small Town. I grew up in a small town, guys. Population is 750 people. Everybody knew everybody. Somebody did somebody wrong. The whole town knew it. And all of a sudden, that person, well, you didn't get any favors. And you're probably going to get run out of town. All right? And then you got this new song, Rich Men, north of Richmond, who's just sending it to the government. Go check out these songs if you haven't heard them. And let me know what you think about these songs in the comments. Like always, I don't hate anybody. I love everybody. I'm a Christian. That's what I'm supposed to do, and I do. I love everybody. But I do not like what they do. The Bible says, love the person, hate the sin. So, with that said, thanks for watching. God bless. And I love yous.